Huh?
Oh yeah. I mean, we have a scheduled C-section next Tuesday, so the call is for sure coming Tuesday, but it could come anytime before then as well. So
That's January 2nd, huh? Third?
yeah, bro. Second, yeah. Yep. Second. Second.
That'll be awesome.
It is. Look how nice this breakout is though, bro. Just remove. We're gonna start class with a awaiting response. Here we go. Okay.
Yeah, I got the alert you hop back in today, but I told myself I wasn't trading until the new year, and I might trade tomorrow now that I'm back home and everything. But
I
damn, there's been
totally just there's bro even today, like, so we got in these PayPal contracts. You can feel it on the cons because there's no volume. You know what I mean? Like the delta, we grabbed February 2nd, I think is what I called. We grabbed February 2nd calls, and the delta's like 55, and the theta is like 0.05, but the volume's like 20, bro. It's probably just
ridiculous.
us.
I
It's
mean, I
probably
pulled up
literally
like
just us.
I pulled up Microsoft and even just share volume, they didn't even get 50% today, and I was like, yeah, I'll just keep staying away until
Yeah,
everything will start coming back in the new year. But
it was crazy. Like 2 cent drop. I put way too much in the play. Don't get me wrong, but like 2 cent drop, I'm down like $700. I'm like, oh god. So it was shit like that because the volume's so fucking trash. It sucks. And I even said I made a whole post about it on Christmas, guys. Let's be mature. Let's not trade this week. Let's just monitor the market and watch it. And
yeah,
then what do I do today? Fucking trade. So
yeah, I'm not supposed to be the mature one, but
yeah, exactly. I'm proud of you. All right, let's
I
get
just know
rolling.
this is a shit time.
Well, it's the worst time. All right, guys. So I'm gonna remove my drawings. I'll do it again. Oh, Jed turned his camera off. I love watching your reactions when I say stuff, Jed, but it's fine.
I
So
can
it'll
be on.
be no. Don't be on my accord. It's fine. Um, this right here, if you have Trading View, especially if you're new to drawing some stuff, isn't I still use it a lot. I think it was Jed who actually told me about it. Funny enough, when doing fibs, he told me about this. Just because you can get the exact wick. He probably doesn't even remember, but I'm pretty sure it was him that told me. It can get a little annoying. So notice, like with this, I don't know, it's not doing it like it does with the fibs. That's interesting. But anyways, guys, so let's zoom out. See what is getting annoying there. Let's go up here. Let's pretend none of that happened that earlier price. So when you're looking for trend lines, and the same can be said for support and resistance as well, but you're looking for at least two taps. That's a general rule. So, by the way, if you're using TradingView, trend line, right? I know some of you um, probably need to know even that. So, like, look at this, right? For example, pretending none of this happened yet, right? We're just here. So you get one, two, three. There's three. If you want to be really safe, three. We've wicked off this same point in time 3 times so far. 4, 5, 6, blah 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 blah. You get the point. So false broke out over here, and this is why I tell people to leave trend lines on for a while because you can get false breakouts, which did happen here. So, and this is where Magnum mode gets annoying because I just want to bring it down. So you bring that all the way down here, and notice even when, so you guys should be able to see this. This is called a trend. This is in a channel, whatever you want to call it. You can draw another one here. Okay. These are sort of, this is where Magnum mode gets annoying. I want to extend it past this, and it's not letting me. Price. Oh my god. This price doesn't exist. This section past there, yeah. Sorry, kind of talking to myself. So you're in this channel. These are the types of things you want to be able to identify when a stock is in a channel like this. And what's cool about PayPal is even when it broke out of the channel, look at this line, this line in time is what I'll call it, was acting as resistance, and then look what started to happen. This trend line flipped to support. Even when it was about to break back in, look where it was bouncing off of perfectly, this previous trend, right? That's why I say you can leave them, because now you got a couple more lines, right? And you can be playing these. You could remove this because we're past this. I don't know why it does that. We're past that, right? So now you're in this channel. This is flipped, and now you're in this channel perfectly. So on and so forth. So I'm going to remove these again. I'm going to redraw this kind of master one here that we've been in. And then you can kind of use these with other patterns, right? I've been saying for a while on PayPal, because now we'll kind of get into the watch list, that I see a very nice, well, that's not, no way anybody can see that. Where's my, there we go. We got this nice inverse head and shoulders here. It's definitely breaking out, by the way. We broke out of it. Or people were trying to say we were going to go to down to 58. It's craziness. So yeah, now you can kind of see with other patterns, and now look at where we're stuck right now, right? And I just drew that real shittily, but you can see where we're wicking off of again is this top trend, right? We need to get over. And then I removed everything, and I should have started with this. This is what I normally start with, is my fibs. So we broke below the COVID low, so I wouldn't put that as my first sequence. I'm gonna go to this high. I'm gonna turn on magnet mode up here. I'm gonna go to this low where we bottomed. I'll zoom in on that in a minute because I didn't come close to going to the low. Switch back to my little dot. There we go. And look at where we caught today. See where we've been stuck? This 236 on this sequence. So it was nice that we closed over it. We closed over it before. We need to get above here. We're getting real tight, right? Because we could draw another pattern. Because now all we're really in is kind of a really nice flag. Like a really, really nice flag. By the way, this is the type of action, oh my gosh, you like to see from the stock when you're bullish. So we came down, inverse head and shoulders, flagged up. I don't know, you gotta go off. I was just singing your praises, and now you do this to me. Flagged up here, flag. You guys get the point. Right now we're just flagging up, which is great to see from a bullish perspective. Very bullish on PayPal. Literally every single piece of this chart, I would challenge. I mean, Jed's also bullish on PayPal, but I would challenge someone like Jed to find me something bullish or bearish about this chart right now. What does a flag signify? And we can look at Chewy. Sure. Kale just comes in, doesn't even care about the lesson, just requests a ticker. It's just disrespectful. Kale, unbelievable. Can't even turn your mic on, but she can come in and unbelievable the disrespect. A flag, Cheyenne, and hopefully I'm saying that right. Shane. Maybe that's just a creative way to spell Shane. I don't really know, but you can correct me if I said your name wrong there in the chat. A flag, like anything, right? Like, so this is considered a bull flag. So the inverse would be a bear flag. Inverse head and shoulders, right, is just the inverse of a normal head and shoulders. They're just patterns that you need to start to recognize on charts that normally signify a price is going to break a certain way, right? There's actually a measured move that comes off of this. You measure from the neckline down, the neckline up. I can't remember how you figure out the measured move on an inverse head and shoulder. Same thing with the flag, right? The measured move is from the like the measured move of this flag is from the bottom to here, however many points that is, past the breakout of the flag. That's how the measured move above a bull flag would be. So you got all this bullish sentiment going on right now. And if that didn't answer your question on a flag, you can say it in the chat, and I guess I can go into a little bit more detail, but it's just a type of chart pattern, right? So like if we go to Celsius really quick, like this is just which we never got this, by the way, Jed, when we talked about this months ago at this point.
So nice, though.
I know. And we thought we were going to buy shares on there. But then we noticed that it'll happen eventually. It'll happen eventually. But then I noticed this beautiful falling wedge is what this is called right here. So you have what a lot of newbies would probably think is bearish price action, or heck, even I thought at first. And Jed, who's a expert in his own right, um, thought, oh, maybe we are going to get this gap filled down to 35, which would have been nice for to add more shares cheaper. But this is actually pretty bullish price sentiment, which has played out. By the way, Jed, you said nothing. This has been fucking fantastic, bro. Look at this rising volume. This has been great, bro.
Yeah,
This is
I
this
got
you did miss.
no. I still
So,
got a leap in that, so I'm not missing it.
oh, okay. You're yeah. I mean, you've been buying shares, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
really
So
consider shares trading, so
yeah. I don't either. But like, you could still. My point is, you don't miss a move up if you have shares. Is my
no, I
point.
still got like
So
the two things in my port I've been happy with is SoFi and Celsius, and
yeah, bro. SoFi had a great.
I'm
We can talk
missing
about that
anything
later
I'm not
too.
trading right now.
Yeah, yeah. So SoFi fucking been great. But anyways, this is like a falling wedge, and so like right, it creates a wedge right down here. Wedge price gets tight, and then it squeezes, and that's what you're seeing right now. Would not be surprised if this sees mid 60s
That
this
volume
week or
shift
next.
has been massive too.
Oh my god, bro! I know. Sold my Celsius option yesterday. So pissed, but I sold green. Hey, as long as you got profits, Marie, that's all that matters. But I'm pissed at myself too. I don't have any Celsius options right now either. This is the other one, Jed. By the way, I fucking told you where this was going like a month ago. I told you this was going to see the 200. It's well on its way.
Yeah, you
It's
said
well on
30.
its way. We're $4 away.
I don't
This is
disagree.
this is beautiful. Look at this.
I just hate the company.
Oh, I'm very bullish on Walgreens. 30 is gonna happen. 30 is like I told you when I started buying shares down here. I'm like
Hold
30 is
up.
a given.
Why is your
So
200 there?
at 27, that's where it should be.
Just kidding.
I was
That's
gonna
my
say, what are you
so
talking about?
On Weevil my 200's dark blue, and on um Trading View my dark blue's 325.
Oh, okay.
So that was
Yeah,
at 31 and I was a little confused there.
you gotta change that.
Yep.
Come on, don't be confusing yourself. I'm like, what do you mean? This is where the 200 has been the whole time, bro.
Yeah, I was
Um,
tripping.
but yeah, this is another nice one, super nice. So, um, but yeah, like this is another pattern. This pattern. This is, these harmonics are patterns. So flag, to get back to the original question, sorry, is just still holding WBA April calls. Nice. You're fucking nice. Very nice. Um, they're just, for me, patterns are just to find confluence and I always look for reasons to knock it in a trade. So when everything's adding up and I'm like, well, fuck, there's no reason that I shouldn't be in this, right? Like pattern like this with the fibs, like what were we talking about? PayPal. Let me go back to PayPal. Like PayPal's got so much on it that's saying we're going up. There's a gap here that needs to fill from a structure standpoint on this chart. Inverse head and shoulders, we're flagging up. We finally closed over the 236. We've been consolidating around the 236, building the support here, right? If we break out here, we're going to break out above trend. Hopefully, we get a sustained breakout into this gap. I'd be very happy. So, Marie, me too. Makes sense about the flag. Can you eventually do a class on like the most kind of? Sure, yeah. Yep, I can do that. Well, we just talked about the only two things that I even said it. The only two things I'm trading this week are Celsius and PayPal. So I of course missed this from a options perspective today. Didn't trade it, which was stupid, but is what it is. Looks beautiful, right? Like this is just textbook. I said going into 2024, these were my two favorite setups, PayPal and Celsius, and both seem to be getting started before the new year, which fine, but I would have liked a little bit more, consolidation here, a little lower movement on here, but this just fucking exploded. So, which looks great. And my shares are happy, but now I gotta get back in and figure out, hope for a pullback, maybe a retest of the breakout, and then get back in Celsius from an options perspective. Walgreens is great too. So, okay, now we can. Kale comes in, demands I do Chewy. Let's do Chewy. Here's one, by the way, we talked about, and it's played out perfectly. Let me go to my actual what I use when I'm trading. where I do most of my charting. So if we go to Chewy, I should have this charted already. Yeah, that's what I thought. I charted this like 2 weeks ago, and it's literally $4 away from where I said was going to hit minimum, which is the 200. But again, I think I could see 35. So yeah, I had a beautiful opportunity too, and I didn't take the opportunity. So I'm pissed at myself. We had a beautiful earnings dip here. This thing shit itself off of decent earnings. It was weird. It opened all the way down at 16, and then just like it knew its C point was there. Hey, we have a C to D pattern to make here. Okay. And has just been ripping ever since. And I haven't gotten back in, but yeah, it looks fantastic. It looks like it's definitely gonna, like I said, minimally C28. That's right. And then from there, it gets over that 200. I don't see why it doesn't go C35. So, but yeah, it looks really nice. Ooh, chewy. Okay, damn. Yeah, yes, Kale. Yeah, looks nice. Another one, Jed, that we talked about, Kava. It's just doing it. It's just doing it, bro. But it's in the supply that I've had here. Again, we wanted a dip to get our C, but look at what it's doing. Just flagging. Now it did get caught up at supply. So maybe the B's here, right? And it will come back down. But again, I'm bullish on this longer term. And you could argue that you already did your bottom. You could argue that you had like a B point here. Because again, these are Chewy and Kava are not like an Apple or a Nvidia. You might not get massive patterns playing out on the daily. You might get these really tight harmonics, and this thing might go straight to 50. I mean, honestly, I'm bummed that I haven't been in. So all I know is, Jed, I told you not to short it, and you did, and here we are. So
Yeah.
that's another one that I missed. I don't even want to look at T-Mobile. Has it continued to go off, Jed, without us? Oh, well, we missed our chance to get. This is a great fucking example, guys. I charted this so long ago. Actually, this is super fucking annoying. Jed and I and everyone in the group actually bought calls down here, and we sold like right here, which was fine. But it fucking sucks when it does exactly what I told the group. I'm like, well, it's at least going to go to 155. Then it went even further. Then we had a chance because what do I always say? Stuff always is going to retest its breakout. So it broke out, came back down, retested. And by the way, here's confluence, right? That you're always looking for. There's two moving averages I always have on my charts, the 20 and the 200, because they're the most used in the world. Came down. You got perfect tests off the 20, and it looks like it's going to go right back to 161. I'm disgusted, bro. So we missed a $20 move on T-Mobile of all things. That's
You're
what I'm
just
saying, though, dude.
look at Mar.
Oh, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like I've been on a heater. I just haven't been. We haven't been staying in the shit long. Look at this.
We
This
missed this, but
completely invalidated this, which is great, by the way, because the Bitcoin news hasn't even really dropped. But this is in what is now appearing to be like it. I think it wants to go to like 57 to do a head and shoulders on the daily. So this is another one. We got in at what, 12, 10,
well, I
9,
wasn't
8?
even talking about this. Delete the A for Marriott.
Oh, well, that too. That's another one. I know. That's another one, bro. What did I say to you that day? I'm like, we'll bring the volume. We were down here, right? Or where
It was,
were we? I don't remember.
we were cracking 200.
Yeah, so we were down here. Now it's at about to be 225. Disgusting. 25-point move. But Mara's the same thing, bro. We were in Mara, what, down here, right? Like at $7, $8, $9? Or up here. 12-ish?
I think
13? I don't remember when we got in, but
we took like a couple months out calls. Also, like my question is, how the fuck do you play these?
I'm in Riot and CLSK. Good for you. Play what?
Like at this point, it's
Oh, exactly. I'm not playing this right now.
like you can't even chart anymore, but like I think
No.
there's so much left on the
Well, that's not
bone.
true. You can do this. Here's what I'll show you. You can do now that it is ripping like this. That's not true. We can try it. You can do this. Which, by the way, another inverse head and shoulders. This is one of my favorite patterns. Shane or Cheyenne. I call him Cheyenne. I like that better. This is one of my favorite patterns. Inverse head and shoulders. It's always explosive. Specifically on a daily. You're not going to see me talk about a lot of patterns Like you'll see some people talk about like, oh, we're flagging on the 1 minute chart. I'm like, okay, settle down. But if we take our fib from here to the low, let me just make sure that is the low, Mr. Jed. There we go. So you'll see broke through the 114, momentum fib 236. I'd say 33 is next, and that's the 38 on this sequence. So that'll be big. So let's see what happens at 33, and then we can play it again. But yeah, it sucks that we missed this. Bitcoin halving will make this go up more, so contracts into mid to late 2024. So good. I tend to agree. I think a lot. Has that Bitcoin ETF been approved or not? Because I'm waiting for that. I think if it doesn't get approved, we get a nice pullback, and if it does get approved, we get like a fucking face ripper on crypto. I think you're going to see these miners though in 2024 go kind of nutty. Again, because Bitcoin or Mars got room. Let's say you're a bear, right? I always say you want to look at both cases. Even if you're a bear, the path leads up. At this point, go create the fucking really jank Head and Shoulders on the daily, and get up to like $52, $58, $60, which is Jed another $30 move. So January 9th, I believe, is the date for the decision. Cool.
I saw some stuff today that Riot's not even mining at full capacity right now, but transaction
Exactly.
fees are like time highs. So that's why these miners are just absolutely printing. But I also know Marathon does a lot of equity raises. So maybe that's a chance to get in.
Yeah, let's go like this. Let's turn our magnets back on.
I don't know. There's so many of them. I don't really know the difference. There's like
There's so many. There's BT, which is a decent one to play. Yeah. I actually was going to bring that up in the group. I'll pull that up because it's hella cheap, and I think it'll just be explosive.
That clean split is another one that I know we were playing for a bit.
Yeah.
Just shared.
So this looks like it wants 1960, and then above that 24. So look, see what I talk about, guys? I always talk about the 3.8 and the 6.1. Look at what happened last time we got up here. Huge sell.
So this doesn't look like it's had nearly the run that Mars.
No, this is the one. No, that's why this is a decent one to play. And then I'm pretty sure it's this, right? Yeah, BT. Look at this fucking thing, bro. Look at this, bro. It was at 59 cents like a year ago.
No, a month ago. Oh, no, never mind.
Daily. Yeah, that's 22nd. Yeah. It was at $2 not too long ago though. On December 1st, it was at $2, and now it's at $5. But look at where this could go. This was $32. So even this has like a lot. This one is the one I'm actually watching. I should see Dansby when she rewatches this. She can see I did this one just for her because she likes fucking super cheap shit.
Should probably shares, honestly.
What'd you say?
This might just be a shares play, honestly.
Oh, at 5, I know it. Well, it really would have been at 50 cents. I don't know what we were doing, but we weren't doing it. Look at how well this works, by the way. This thing just consolidated right the 114, and then boom, consolidated 114, boom, shot up. Momentum fib. Bulls were like, okay, if we can just gather support here long enough, and then rocket ship. BT, and CLS, yes. So Maria knows her crypto stuff. I'm already on BT, but she dropped it in here too. CLSK, let's bring that up. That's one that my boy Summit talks about all the time. S-Dub in the chat is his name. If you guys didn't know his, well, maybe he doesn't want me saying that, but S-Dub in the chat brought up CLSK when it was like $4, guys. I'm not even kidding. He brought that up like around Thanksgiving, told people to get in. I didn't listen to him. Because he's always, I hope he watches this because he's always mouthing off about random crypto shit. But
yeah, I actually traded shares
with him about this.
I was out at like,
I was gonna say, bro, he was definitely right about this.
I was out at like 615, 620.
He had me chart this, and I told him best case scenario it's going to go to 17, and I thought I was crazy saying that, but now it looks like it's I don't see how it doesn't hit that. And then Maria said coin had a good day, which it did too. I sent in the chat today. At one point it was up $11. I think it finished up like 16. Coin's fucking nutty, dude. Like this if you guys have been trading with me for a while, you know the stock consistently pisses me off. It's nuts. the movement this does, but the options are funky. But it's got a daily gap at 220. And I don't see why it doesn't fill it. At this point, there's no reason for it not to go fill when we're at these levels. So 220 is my target on coin. It's so fucking maddening too, because last week when we had this sell off, I said to myself, man, I should just go put my whole account in coin calls. And I was like, nah, don't be stupid. And now we're at 185. I feel fucking stupid. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. They were like 2,000 a contract. So I was like, I don't know. But should have done it. Should have done it. With time, by the way. They were like 2,000 with a good amount of time, but still. Here we are, 185. I feel like an idiot that I didn't do it. So what else? Anything else you all want to look at today? You can just look at the market for a minute. I think I told you guys I think we'd hit an all-time high before the end of the year. And I feel pretty darn good about that. Excuse me. So still my target on this extension, 541. But I feel pretty darn good that between tomorrow and Friday we can get past 480. Just saying. Just saying. Ooh, 1 minute. I got this.
Walmart tomorrow.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I feel pretty good though about us getting over 480. That's my only comment on SPY. Oh, Walmart. Okay, you said Walmart. Sorry, guys, I'm getting fucking tired. Yeah, this is another one. We talked about this down here, Jed. Beautiful hole.
Yeah, I got one share of it just to remember, but I haven't traded it.
Yeah, exactly. And here we are at 157. And now, like I said then, I think it'll gap fill. So it's looking nice. They now have people checking their receipts like it's Costco. So good for them. I know you don't look at finance stocks, but me and my fam are massively in IEP. Can you see what you think about that one? I can see what I think about that from a technical analysis standpoint. I don't know anything about the company. Hopefully you're not massively in at $150.
It's $1 dividend a quarter, so it's paying out fat.
Oh, it's a massive dividend, bro. I'm telling you, my whole family's in this thing. We're like, it's either gonna die or it's gonna go back up.
As it's sustainable.
Yeah, I don't know. Carl Icahn himself, this dude is like a genius. I mean, for the last like 5 years, my brother-in-law has been huge into it, and he's just caking in these dividends. Like, especially right now, if it's expected to go up or you think it's gonna go up, I mean, getting in now with the dividends, it's gonna be crazy.
Bet it sees $10. This imbalance is filling. That's what you're seeing right now. I don't know what this was or why I did this back in 2010. And then the very next day was back up. Went from 10 to $48 in one day. I bet you this sees $10.
This is just investing in an investment firm, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a
quickly.
firm.
Gotcha.
So he must be. Has he been doing a bad job lately? Is that why? I mean, I know who he is, but I don't follow him like that.
No, it's been eating shit. Like it kind of rallied a little bit yesterday, but we're just trying to cost average because at this point, I mean, if it sees 10, that sucks.
Yeah, I bet it sees 10. This is just on the weekly. This is sorry, I was on the weekly, but still, this is an insane move in a week, and it's quite the imbalance. You can see every time it comes into this area. So far, what it was doing is it was getting a lot of bounces in this area. Like, look here. Let me just highlight what I'm talking about for you guys. So you had what you could call for sure a fair value gap on this from here, pretty much down, because there was no candle below. And you can see every time it got into this area before, or even close, by the way, it got nice buying up. But now you're dying. I'd be shocked if this doesn't see $10. And not only are you dying, but now from again on the weekly perspective, this is rejecting the 20 on the weekly, which is not great for you.
Gotcha.
Need to stay above 1643 on the daily, or I definitely like my $10 prediction, and that's when I would start That's when if you're just averaging down, that's when I would start. I wouldn't get bullish until you're above 20. And even then,
Gotcha.
I'd be cautioned because you might just be going for the gap fill from a structure perspective on the chart. Jed, you
I
know
appreciate
much about? No problem, brother. Jed, you know much about this being in the industry?
No, I mean I know the guy
Yeah,
who he
everyone knows the guy.
I didn't know he was active, but looks like he's a wannabe Warren Buffett.
Yeah,
Um, I don't know. I'm kind of looking at some of the private stuff he holds. It's not horrible, but obviously the returns are not worthwhile. Because I mean, even collecting a dividend, like your capital loss has been so extraordinary over the last 5 years that it's not even offsetting it.
yeah, exactly. I was thinking the same thing. Like, oh, for example, has been down the last probably 6 months, but the dividend's been so nice, it's offset the losses I've had on it. This is not that, unfortunately.
I
I don't know. I
it.
think chart wise, I guess if it holds 16 and you can slowly get a move back up, it's going to be fine eventually.
Yeah, you're for sure going to get the gap fill on the daily. And then you have to ask yourself, I don't know what your share average is. You don't have to share it with us, but then you have to ask yourself, uh, what you're going to do. It needs over 35 after that to really. Is there another? Oh, there's another gap up here that it'll probably try to fill eventually 50, but I wouldn't be adding until 10 or above 20 from the
I
just
got you.
from the share perspective.
Yeah, I'm at a $19.99 average. I first bought it when it was like $29. I'm like, holy shit, this thing keeps dropping.
I wouldn't worry
Oh,
about
so
that.
yeah, then your average isn't bad. Your average is not bad at all compared to I don't know where my I don't know where there we go. Majority of people own this stock in the 50s, so you're not doing too bad.
Yeah, they called him a Ponzi scheme because they're like, there's no way this guy's giving a dollar dividend. And they thought he was just taking other people's money and paying it out. But he's so far disproved it. So we'll see how the sentiment
Yep,
goes.
Bernie Madoff disproved it for a long time too. See what happens. But the majority of people own this in the 50s, so you're way better than majority holders. So yeah, if it loses 10 though, I I would get
Yeah,
a little concerned.
I
So
appreciate it.
no problem, no problem. Crypto guy I follow, he trades mining stock and says that with the expected EFT decision 1-9, there should be a drop. That's my thought as well, Maria. And I've been waiting. That's why I sold my Mara and Raya calls, and I've regretted it every day since. So I hope so. I hope so. Okay, Tesla. Oops. Okay. I mean, here, let me extend this trend line. Gotta hope that it's gonna break here, right? This is the line in the sand I've been talking about since fucking May. Like, we've been here, right? For all the temporary move to 300 and the drop down to 190. For all intents and purposes, Tesla's traded here since June, 260s. So it needs to get above it, and really it needs to get above this trend line. Um, gotta hope that this M is now leading to a bounce, and we have a W that's going to extend over the trend line here. So we will see. And if you don't see what I'm talking about, well, first of all, you had a nice W here. Sure, you see that, and then you had a nice M here. Okay, and now you gotta hope that you're getting a W like that through. So, I'm not personally touching it just because it keeps doing this action at 260, but could argue now would be the time for it to move through. So we'll see. We'll see. But I'm not personally trading it right now. Can you look at DraftKings? Sure, of course. Here's another one that I wish I played. I think it was you that brought it up, Maria, back here when I said, "Oh, you got a nice little M pattern playing out." happened, by the way, to a T, literally to a T, which I always like when they play out almost to the cent. And then you always get a bounce once the D, well, not always. I should never speak in absolutes. You normally get a bounce when a D forms, the D forms its bottom in an M pattern, you normally get a nice bounce. This was a really nice bounce up. Now you have a janky M that's playing out again. So my bet would be 40. You came, you held the 618 really nicely here. Really, really nicely the past couple days. You get above 36, I bet you see 40 on DraftKings. That would be my measured move up on this M. Hopefully that helps, Maria. And you could do it really easy. You could have a mature stop loss of 35.24 if you were a really responsible trader. And then if you were a degen like me, you would make your stop loss 34.50. This zero fib that has been acting as support for the last month plus. Month and 4 days. Hopefully that helps. What else? Anything else you all want me to look at? Kayla, you came in, rudely asked for Chewy, and now haven't asked for another ticker the whole time. Unbelievable. You're losing it, Kale. You're losing your touch. And you haven't even said anything. Looks like part of the reason IEP has been able to continue paying such a high dividend is they've continually been issuing more shares. Part of why the stock price has also been decreasing. It smells like a Ponzi scheme. It probably is a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, they're I don't want to interrupt you. They're issuing like 30% more every single year, it looks like.
I saw they just issued those senior bonds.
Crazy.
Well, bonds are okay.
Looking
It's
at
not
me.
diluting shares. It's just if they would go
Understand.
bankrupt further down the list of what you're going to be able to get. But when
When
they issue shares, they raise cash and they give it out in dividends. So then they try to get people to invest because they get a dividend. But in all actuality, they're not really like growing the business. So it can
That's-
work for a time, but it's going to end up just diluting share price.
Gotcha.
And
So if it bounces, I should just get out pretty much if I make a little bit of profit.
Yeah, otherwise I'd really dig into it. Like if you're looking at a long-term hold, they hold 14 companies and I'd want to go and actually read all 14 companies and like what they do. It looks like a lot of them are energy sector. And actually read like what you're investing in because you're investing in the guy, but he's investing in 14 companies. He owns like part of these companies. So it's just like if you made a big investment in Amazon, we all know what Amazon does and you want to pay attention to what they're doing. But I would want to know like exactly what kind of companies these are, more than just like, oh, they give me a dividend.
Yeah, no, that's fair for sure. I definitely got to take a deeper look at it. I just kind of went off my family sentiment. I'm like, man, this shit's freaking me out. Like, I kind of want to
I
get
mean,
out of it.
it's not bad to invest in someone that's obviously been really successful, but you still want to know like what he's doing.
Right. No, I'll definitely take a deep look at it. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Maria did my drawings and circles and arrows explain while they were talking. I feel like I just
Yeah, I
talk
was
as
paying
as a mute.
attention.
Let's go. Yeah, 92 on MU. If the bullish sentiment in the market continues, that would be my target.
you man, most
And
of these
then
people.
I showed this because it was just a perfect example of a harmonic pattern to a T. And now it looks like a W.
Your family
Just
get all the
nice structure. And then if it can break that 92, I would bet, it's going to go for its all-time high. But yeah, looks nice. Oops. Looks very nice.
one taking a life, you're preserving the
What
best
else, everyone? Anything else you want me to look at?
Alhamdulillah. He's a Muslim. I just wanted to talk about something that's very important and beneficial. The attribute that he chose, the name that he chose. as a
Cousin
Muslim.
Cavity, did you come off mute to request something? No.
The names of God is Al-Wahid.
No.
The one,
Just you got like a speech playing in the background.
and that's the beauty of Islam.
Any other ticker requests, folks? If not, I'll let y'all go for the night. See if my Mavs can close out this win.
So
Lucas,
Oh, they just
what-
won. Never mind. My bad.
what chart? So like, what charts are you looking at right now? Like, what are your top three? 'Cause I'm gonna try to chart and play around and like see if I can't follow what you're doing because I'm gonna have to practice here.
PayPal for sure. Okay. So if you're writing down PayPal,
Okay.
Celsius.
Oh, I love Celsius. I'm big into that too.
Yep. Celsius, beautiful measure. And you must have joined a little late, Cheyenne. I was bitching at myself that this move started. I thought we'd consolidate for the rest of 2023 and then start this breakout in 2024, but we have not. Walgreens, just because I'm always right and Jed's never right. I told him we'd see 27 and then 30 down here. You know, whatever. Just saying. You know, I don't have to. You know, I don't have to. These miners that we went over are looking great into the new year. Honestly, the Nike earnings sucked, but I still think this is primed. Let me just zoom out here. I still think this is primed for a decent run into the new year, but it has to hold 105, so it's getting awfully close. What are some cheap ones that y'all can look at? We haven't looked at Lemonade in a while, have we? Jed, Lemonade needs above this 17, but this is a good chart for you to look at because there's a lot of different fib sequences you could draw. So if you go back and watch my fib video, it'd be interesting to see where you put another sequence. I won't give it away, but there's another sequence you should have on here for sure. After this, actually looks like we might have to watch this one, Jed. Looks like it's about to get a bullish MACD cross here. If we can get back above 1750, I don't know. Might have to throw the whole account at it. I'm kidding about that, guys. Anytime
I
I
like
say it, just know that I'm kidding.
Rivian right now is another
Rivian,
cheap.
yep, that's another one. That's another great this little dick,
Good
inverse shoulders play out. You might get a MACD bounce here. So sometimes when something looks like it's going to curl up or down, you actually bounce off the line there, and it goes back. Wait, did the Mavs win? Is it over? No. Sorry. Yeah, really nice structures today on the candle. Beautiful hammer off the 618 of this fib sequence. So yeah, Rivian looks good. That's when you can
Are you
chart for
buying
sure.
calls of these or just shares? Like right this second.
So PayPal, I'm only in options. I mean, I have PayPal shares from like that. I'm if you want to know my worst return on shares, it's PayPal. I'm down like I can't remember off the top of my head percent. I've said this multiple times. I'm way down on PayPal. I didn't have a ton in it, but like from a percentage wise, I'm way down on PayPal. So options only on PayPal. Celsius shares, but also have been playing options. Walgreens, we played options in the past. Kale's still in the Aprils. I'm assuming they're way up. But heavy shares. I think I told Chad I was trying to get to 1,000 shares on Walgreens and a couple other tickers. But Walgreens for sure. I like Walgreens a lot. Rivian shares, Lemonade options only. What else did I just say? Celsius shares, PayPal options, Nike options, but I do own shares in Nike, but I'm not actively buying Nike right now. I like On or even Lulu better long term than Nike for shares, but I do buy Nike every so often. Those are the only ones we talked about. So if you were keeping track, hopefully, or you can go back and watch. I don't even remember what I said. Kava just been playing options, though I did say to Jed we should buy shares down here, and then I didn't listen to myself. We'd be up really nice, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I think that's all. I think that's all that we've talked about.
Got you. So when you say like you're buying options, like you're obviously not entering right this second, but like you're planning on it in a sense, or you already have them.
Literally the only option contract I have open. And you can always look at options trade thoughts. I'm very transparent. But the only thing I have right now from an options perspective is PayPal. Everything
Gotcha.
else I closed, which I regret closing a lot of stuff actually, but it's okay. It is what it is. I closed vast majority of it green, so can't be too mad at myself. But and then shares, yeah, I haven't sold any shares. Like SoFi, I haven't sold a single share. Jed, did you see
What?
SoFi by the way, bro? We finally got through our supply that we've been stuck
Yeah.
on.
I'm still not even break even on it, so
Oh, bro, were you not? How much did you buy like up here? Like, what do you mean you're not break even? Have you not been averaging down,
oh yeah.
bro? Jesus.
I bought 300 shares at
Oh.
20.
Oh, okay. Yep, that'll do it.
And
That'll do
then
it.
yeah, so I have bought, I think I have about 800 shares, but I think I'm still at like 11 something.
Oh, you've had a monster month though.
Yeah,
You're
so I always sell options on it anyways, so I don't really
Oh
care.
yeah. Nice. Smart. Super smart. Well, we're seeing 12 regardless, and then you'll have a decision to make. I mean, I'm holding
I think
SoFi
we
for
see
life.
25 and
But,
a dividend by 2025, so
well, I like I said, I'm not selling a share. I don't see how we don't. I mean, their financials are fucking fantastic. I don't see how it, you know, I'm probably crazy, but I'm holding this my life. I see like triple digits on this thing. That's crazy because that's times 10 from here. But I think it's these $100 unless something catastrophic happens. So I just keep buying shares. I love it. I just keep buying SoFi on SoFi. It's the only stock I own on SoFi. I'm not on my banking app because I
yeah,
bank with SoFi. So
Yeah, isn't
they,
Chamath a part of SoFi?
I think he
Chamath.
was. I think he was originally. He's not a part of any of his little SPACs anymore.
I was gonna say I think he was part of the SPAC to bring it to market.
Yeah. It's like the only legitimate SPAC left, by the way. Like there's no other SPAC that's like I think even in
Oh bullshit.
Lucid.
what
Lucid.
okay, I knew one of you were gonna say that. I meant like
Have you seen
oh
Nikolai running lately?
look at this fucking $4, dude. I remember this. This was when I was like I don't even need a job, bro. I'll just fucking trade options my whole life. This run from 13 to
Oh my
65,
God. That's when
I was
CCI
doing
merged.
I
Yeah,
was
that dude.
doing
I
yeah.
put so much money and I didn't sell a single dollar because I thought this shit was going to the moon and fucking
I,
broke even.
I was doing ignorant shit when this happened. I was doing ignorant shit. Now look at it, $4. Look at Nikolai. That guy just
Yeah.
went to prison. Trevor Milton.
Uh,
Look at this. I'll never forget this. Then they rolled the truck down. That's what brought this almost to $100.
they rolled it down the hill.
They rolled the truck down the hill, bro. Look at this chart. The bag
The engine
holding that
even
happened. The majority of people own this at $1 though. That's wild. I would have guessed the other way around, but that's wild. So I mean they're under 2 now at 89 cents, but still crazy. Crazy
Would you
times,
buy
let
into
me tell
Lucid
you.
at all? Like, would you like you think
Fuck
like you
no.
think
Fuck no.
I know
Both
a couple of people at work that drive them. They're nice. I mean, I don't know.
oh god. They're junk. I don't think I mean Nikolai's trying like under new management. I don't think they'll be around much longer. And I definitely don't think Lucid will either. Fuck no. They've delivered like 10 cars. Not literally. I know they've delivered more, but like for all intents and purposes, they have. So
No, I heard like the Saudis are backing them and they're gonna be making all of their taxis in like Dubai all Lucids.
yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. I'm sure. No, the only I almost called it RV. The only EV that I buy besides Tesla is Rivian.
Not fair. That's fair.
The Mavs just blew this game. I blame this class. Unbelievable. They were up 25 when we started. Now the Cavs are up 107 to 105 with a minute 40 left. I blame all of you.
You said they're playing the Cavs?
God,
Yeah.
Jared Allen.
Yeah, they're playing my city. Let's go.
Unbelievable. The Mavs have been on a run too. I did not think it would end tonight. Luca's got 35.
How much Donovan Mitchell got?
I mean, my
He's
boy,
not playing.
he's out with an illness. Yeah.
Shit.
You're getting
What a
beat by Karis LeVert.
what a terrible fucking wow. I'm depressed. Jared Allen's got 23 points and 22 rebounds. That's insane. Did Derek Lively foul out or something? Jesus.
I don't know. We got the Twin Towers back there with Mobley and Allen.
Bro, whatever. The Cavs suck, but actually the Cavs aren't as bad as I thought. I just looked at their record, but what a terrible loss this is gonna end up being. I'm disgusted. I've already chalked it up as a loss. It's over. Down 4, minute 40 left. It's over.
Listen,
gonna get
Cleveland
to-
teams are running. We got the Browns too. Browns about to come in there clinch tomorrow. That's it. Listen.
Yeah. Oh my god.
This-
What terrible.
this
fuck-
is
Do the
not
Browns
bad.
play tomorrow? Oh yeah, it's fucking keep forgetting. I'm gonna stop recording. We're just talking about nothing now. Did I even ever start recording?